Uh, in SIT, we have 35 FIRs which we are investigating, and we have received a lot of complaints which we are examining. This may be cognizable offense, and जो organized land grabbing का जो contents आते हैं उसमें we are registering the FIR, and we have taken up the investigation.
So arrests, how many arrests?
We have made eight, eight, nine arrests till now. Nine arrests till now. One lady was arrested 2 days back.
So, like we have heard that there are some complaints which are technically not as a land grabbing, but are you aware of such a complaint which has come into the SIT?
What has happened is like we are receiving lot of complaints. Almost all the complaints related to land has been sent to us. But what as a special investigating investigation team, we are actually concentrating on those complaints where there is an organized uh, crime syndicate involvement.
So this cannot be done without the connivance of government employees or of, employees and all these things. Even some were arrested. Any more are to be arrested in this because we have seen there were only two arrests.
Two government servants working in the archives have been already arrested. We are doing further investigation. If there is any involvement of any government servants, we will take necessary legal action.
Sir, Irish Royalties has filed one case against MLA Jit Arulkar
Okay.
regarding. In that case, any investigation has been took place? Are you investigating that case?
We are analyzing that complaint as well.
So now the issue has only cropped up in North Goa. It has been South Goa, where whole of Goa.
Uh, it's concentrated more or less in the north. South also we have got some complaints and we have got some FIRs transferred from South Goa district as well. But the primarily the maximum number of lands which have come under the purview of investigation of SIT, they are situated in Bardez.
Now, since you are looking after the cases fully, what could be your advice to those people? Because these people, Goans are in abroad. They don't know where when their land was already been sold without they being taken into confidence. Again, some here, old people. What would be your advice to your Goans as far as all these issues are concerned?
See, most of the lands which we have found out have been targeted by these accused people are the lands which don't have owners. There are properties which have owners, but their owners are not in India. So, since there are a lot of properties which have been targeted by these accused, I would urge all those people to have a recheck in the land records as well as the possession as well, like whether they are still having it, and if there are any issues, they should give a complaint to us.
Any how much area? Any idea about how much area has been investigated in this case?
It's close to 100 properties now.
And
Uh,
still on.
it's still on. The complaints are still receiving, and it's an ongoing process.
Which is the largest property that you are investigating regarding this land grabbing? Largest in terms of area.
Area.
Exactly, I wouldn't be able to say that. There are properties are big in size.
Sir,
Which
you are
which area having a maximum cases?
It's
In
I already told it's
Bardez?
Bades.
sir, you are arresting people, but they are getting bail.
Bail is the right of the people. Okay, so the court let the court decide.
But it's not demoralizing you or
Yeah.
If
investigating.
court is giving conditions as well, and if at all we feel the accused people are not cooperating with the investigation, we will move to the court as well to cancel the bails as well.
So another issue is that about cybercrime. Now, one side we talk about like land grabbing issues, other been duped to amount of lakhs of rupees as far as cybercrimes issues are concerned. How are you tackling this issue now?
Cybercrime has to be tackled with two ways. Well, first is to be having the prevention aspect, and then is the detection. In fact, cybercrime police station of Goa police and all the districts are doing a commendable job in tracking the criminals. But the most important part is spreading awareness. Prevention is the most important step which people have to take against cybercrime, because it's because of the ignorance or out of mere carelessness most of the things happen. Somebody would send you an message saying that you give us the OTP. So as a enforcement agency, we are spreading maximum awareness. We are reaching to the students, we are reaching to the industries, we are reaching to the citizens through various platforms and spreading maximum awareness.
Sir, any case of land grabbing of government land to you?
Government land has been
Government land has been
grabbed by
Is
someone.
there any case?
As of now, we have registered one case yesterday
Okay.
against Sosia, one society in Soseda.
Hmm.
The allegation is the complaint has come from the Mamaldar office, Sangam, in which he has requested us to register an FIR and take up investigation, where there has been sales of 73 properties, which it has been notified to be government land.
70 properties.
Yeah.
The number is quite
Yeah,
high.
yeah. It has been happening from 2013.
Okay.
The land has been notified to be the government land. Basically, it was when the transfer of power happened between after the Portuguese left India. The government had notified saying that land belongs to the government. But still, the report which we have received from the revenue authorities states that the lands have been sold out.
Is it the same property which is connected with this present upcoming Sangye IIT?
I won't be able to
So
say,
survey
comment
number,
about
can
that.
you tell survey number?
It's there are a lot of properties, so we have got the list from the.
Okay,
Is that 3 or 70? 70.
70.
Close
Yeah.
to 70 properties.
So how many cases have been solved by the
Sorry.
By
How many cases have been resolved by SIT?
logical conclusion.
No, investigation is still going on. We have 35 cases which we are investigating as far as SIT is concerned. 28 of the cases have been transferred from the other districts and other units, and 7 affairs we have registered in the crime. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So far as 9 arrests
Yep.
till
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Some are bail.
Yeah, some are on.
How many are still in the custody?
That lady is in
And
custody.
Sunil Kumar is there, no? One guy from
He has been asked to join investigation. He has been granted bail.
Okay.
Everybody is
On
except the lady, and they have been directed by the court to join investigation.
Yeah. Been signed between the Goa Police and this company. How confident you are that the data which you will be going with them will be secured with them? Because why I'm asking is that recently, just bringing to your incident, the recent NCAM, because it was with archives and all, their documents were taken with the help of the inside employees and all everything. What you know everything. So how secure you will be there?
We will duplicate the data first. We have ensured all the security protocols. We have our cyber crime team. We are tied up with other cyber experts as well, and to ensure that all the protocols are managed as far as data security is concerned. And moreover, blockchain is secure. As a technology itself, it is a secure where everybody can't access. Okay, and even the stealing of the data is not as easy as far as other DBMS systems are concerned.
Okay, this data will be only read or editable also. Means the one data which
No.
will
That's the biggest piece of blockchain. It's immutable, and anything that you enter data in, you can't change it. That's why it's impossible to steal data. So, by the way, when we are just an infrastructure and a solution provider, so think of us like Google. So what Google did in Web 1, we are doing similar stuff in Web 3. So Google in Web 1, Facebook in Web 2, Fire in Web 3. Think of us like that way. So we have no authority or no control of the data. We are just infrastructure. We provide the infrastructure on which data sits, but we don't control any of that data. So we don't even have access to that data. So think of it this way.
There can be masters who can help.
No, but that's why I was saying that there are multiple nodes that needs to be validated to enter the data. So it's I can't say it's impossible, but I can say it's close to impossible. It's way more secure, like 100 times more secure than any of the existing systems.
Correct.
So we are using the most advanced technology, which is the most secure technology that is currently available in the market.
Sir, in this criminal records also will be there or
Initially, we are planning the human resource management part. where we will be trying to do all our internal communication and all those documents into the digital platforms. Once we have achieved that target in a phased manner, we will be trying to have an interface with the public as well. And in that interface with the public, we will have a try to have a criminal database system.
Okay, in next
It's a continuous process.
So as a tourist, foreigner tourist, we are staying in Goa. A lot of complaint we also is there. If any record, उसके लिए कुछ क्या record ऐसा बना?
Sorry.
Oh, overstaying. Foreign nationals.
Whose visa gets over?
See, this MOU is it's an open-ended. We are not specifically this is only for this target. So we will explore all the options, and even this can be considered as a problem and try to find out a solution for that.
From when you are going to start this?
It started from today.
So, from today you are starting to read
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Saleh? What government as well. Our CM has been repeatedly directing all the departments to make sure that the departments migrate to technological domains to deliver the services to the citizens in a better fashion. In fact, under the guidance of our DGP sir, we have been able to rope in this technological supporter as well in this venture.
What is the understanding as far as financial setup is concerned?
We will discuss further upon this.
It's not yet done.
No, we will go ahead.
Okay, sir. When you said FIR will be publicly available for the people, sir, no, people can track the where file is there. It will be
No,
available.
it is
for
just an
the
hypothetical cases. He just mentioned FIRs are already in the public domain. People can access. There is a CCTNS platform. There are a lot of aspects of the organization which are still not migrated to online. For example, this records of the staff. We got a organization which a lot of people are serving. They are also part of the society. Okay, so these records are more or less static. Like a person comes into the service, there is a service record created, there is a personal file created. All these records will initially try to migrate into online system. And once this as a phase one, we have considered done the phase one, and with the moving records like the file system and all, we will in coordination with NIC, we will do it in the second phase.
So in 1 year, all documents will be digital on platform.
That is what we aim to do it.
And even the charge sheets and FIRs.
That actually we have already have a CCTNS system, and we will try to make sure that the system actually is in line with the CCTNS.
Now, how to access this records? Suppose anybody wants to access these records, the public, how to access them?
We will create a user interface for them to access that.
Now, as far as Goa, its borders are concerned, and your police stations are concerned, and everything. To talk about a blockchain, how sooner it is accessible within a fraction of second. See, your police officials would like to look at a certain thing. If somebody is nabbed there, and then they want to check it whether this which case he is been look out for now. So how it could be sooner? Because sometimes your server
Yeah.
needs to be very good in that.
Once a user interface is created, okay, once user interface is created, what we are aiming to is create a user interface for all the personnel working in the government bodies. So if we are able to, we are planning to link it with the criminal records as well. And then once this is done, anywhere, any point of time, if they have access to that database, they will be able to track it within fraction of seconds.
And our blockchain is one of the fastest
That's right.
blockchains. That's what you were asking. To enable the vision that sir has and to make it a reality, the infrastructure we are providing can take any amount of records, meaning the data storage facility that we have is very high. Second, we are one of the fastest chains. So basically, as he mentioned, it will happen in fraction of seconds. And third, most importantly, it's very, very cost effective, which will end up reducing a lot of cost also.
And how everything in your blockchain?
Yeah, so it's obviously more secure because, as you know, the way blockchain works, rather than a DBMS, there the data gets recorded, say, in a cloud. There is no air cloud. The control of the data stays with the party, which also means that multiple nodes, okay, the way blockchain works is multiple nodes need to validate any data that is entered in a block, which means it lends more security. So it's very, very secure.
It's headproof.
Hack-proof.
Headproof.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. I mean, we are working with the government. So the biggest piece for us is security. That's the most important thing.
So fire companies India में कितना state में this type of ये
So we did one. We are already working with the Muzaffarnagar police in UP. Now we've partnered with the Goa police with Nitin sir to. But the goals are very different. So with this, the goal with for us that has been that we're coming together is as he said to make it paperless and to digitize the whole Goa police. With the UP police, we were trying to develop a smart policing and predictive policing system.
So one more
this
thing is
type
that
of company is how is important. So Goa police को कितना important लगता है कि this type of companies. So,
It's a startup company,
So we are,
and it's
we are,
Starting.
so we are one, sorry, so we are the
Aim, which is to make, which is a very noble aim to make not only so one big overarching goal that he has from the Goa police side was to make the whole Goa police go to a paperless piece where through digitization of the whole Goa police, which will basically boost efficiency and it will be a big reduction in cost and it will lend more transparency to the whole police department. So that is why we are going to lend our infrastructure that we have built to make his dream a reality. So that's one part of why we are together. Second, Sir's goal also was to get all the citizens to feel more transparent. And for that, blockchain, we will be using the most advanced technology of blockchain to make the records. All the records will be stored in a blockchain. It will start with a pilot. It will run until the stage where we make the whole Goa police digitized. It will keep running until then, as he mentioned. One big piece is when you put all the employee records or you put any records on blockchain, the technology is built in a way that you can't change the data. So it's immutable, it's more transparent, it's more secure, and it's more cost effective. So those are the four big pillars that we lend as a part of the infrastructure to the Goa Police Department and to SIR. So this basically all the citizens feel more secure because if you, for instance, right now if you lodge an FIR, I'm just telling you a hypothetical use case. If you lodge an FIR, if the whole data resides on the blockchain, a third party or any citizen or any public person can actually trace from the source to the beneficiary or from the whole chain can be actually tracked on where the file moved, where the file was till the time it actually action is taken. So it lends a lot of it basically makes the police more accountable and it makes the citizens feel that they are interacting in a better way with the police through an online blockchain technology. So that's the whole part that we're trying to do.
how much time it will take for digitize with all these documents?
Yes, so we have kept the timeline of about 1 year. It will be around 1 year that we've kept, but we'll try to make it happen earlier.
what is the number of document record that needs to be digitized or to
from
be
which year you are
converted?
targeting?
So
Which
so
year?
how many?
Basically, we are planning to move all the documents which we are available with us, all the past records and the records which are being generated to online. So the permanent records which are not getting updated now on day-to-day basis, which that will be updated first. That is like the static records. Okay, then we will have a file management system, and we'll tie up with NIC and make sure that the file management system is also becomes online, so that the entire system is paperless.
Now,
Has signed a MOU with Fire Blockchain Private Limited, a leading Make in India startup in blockchain technology, firm which is specialized in blockchain. So the MOU aims at mutual cooperation between the organizations, and resource sharing, so that using the blockchain technology, we are able to provide better policing services to the citizens. And as an initial phase, Goa Police as well as the fire will aim to make all our documents digitized. The ultimate aim will be to make the entire Goa Police paperless. Fire will provide the infrastructure and support system in achieving this target. So this is the first step in achieving that aim.
Excuse me, just one second.
Okay.
Block 4 and each side not to it.
Yes, sir.
So he can talk
Yeah.
if he wants.
Yes, so actually